Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PGL WALLACHIA Season 5. We've got Liquid going up against BETBOOM here in the lower bracket of the top. Chewing through the region pretty quickly here on the Tidehunter. Kataomi looking for the TP towards the mid lane, but Nisha will get the bottle. In fact, what on earth? Okay. Insania ends up dying on the position fight and dying down bottom. Miero hit the level 2 and got the kill, and up top. Oh my goodness, Liquid. But up top, this lane at least seems to be going alright for the Muerta. Right as I say that, though, there's the dispose coming in from Boxy. As Pure looks like he's in some trouble, but with the heals coming in from the Sprout, it's actually the Tidehunter who ends up dropping. Pure survives the wand. It's GPK. Ooh, Nisha has to be very careful here. Chains are going to come out, but Nisha might end up dropping. The Remnant does not connect, though. And while this was happening, they ended up finding the Shadow Fiend down bottom. Miero and Save get the kill. As Nisha playing with fire, or rather lightning, in the mid lane. GPK, wand is available for him. Nisha has to be very careful here. He did manage to dodge out the static remnant, but Save is coming in. There's the disruption, and you should certainly be finding the Ember here. The Ember will fall up top. Saberlight juking around on low HP on the Tidehunter, while Kataomi setting up for another kill up top. Boxy will not survive. Kataomi picks up the kill. Gets those earned charges. Just gonna hand one over to Pure. A lot of greenery up in this top. Okay, never mind. Does get it. But Saberlight in some trouble up top here. Blood grenades out from Kataomi, and they will get the kill. Boxy went to take the Wisdom Shrine, and Saberlight thought he'd be fine, but definitely not the case. It's got the raindrops now, so Muerta ahead by a bit, and Kataomi making up for the rest of the difference. I hear a zip out from GPK. There's an Invis rune available here for Nisha, and Insania might be in some trouble. He will drop the Tombstone to start things off, but this Undying is not going to live up to his name at all as the chains connect onto the Storm. They're going to try and take down the Tombstone. They should be having it. Miero's going to come in. He's got the RP at the ready, and well, not going to pop it. Just going to find Boxy, but Mickey comes in and finds the kill onto the Nature's Prophet, making it a fairly even trade so far. Undying has died once, but now Saberlight is here on the Tidehunter, and they will get more. They take down the Shadow Demon, and they take away these stacks from BETBOOM. Out onto Pure, and the TPs are coming in. Miero's here on the Magnus. If Liquid want, they can try and fight this, but Miero gets the jump first, and they're gonna go straight on towards Nisha. The silence, they find the kill on the Ember. Unfortunately, Liquid are not the ones who get the jump, and well, that happens in a team fight. You see an app damage onto GPK, and well, they're gonna find Insania off of the back of this at the very least. One lonely zombie now extinct. TP out towards the bottom lane, and that might have been the opening they were looking for. Saberlight is going to spot out Save, and Save is most certainly dead here. Going to buy some time with the disruption, but okay, RP in from Miero. There's the shockwave into the skewer, but the Ravage comes through in the nick of time. Another jump in from Boxy. They're going to try and fight this one out, and Liquid are coming out on top. It's a full 5-man wipe coming in from them. At 18 minutes into the game, Saberlight gets off the Ravage. And Nisha, they get disrupted here. Well, the Deadshot lands perfectly. The silence is out as well, but the Blade Bear returning the damage, it's not enough. The Muerta will still get the kill. Pure sets that one up perfectly. Beautiful. No, I hear a BKB being popped. It's actually by GPK. Just to run away. He actually doesn't have TP for another 12. Boxy is going to try and give chase here, and GPK might be in some trouble. Is going to be spotted, but there comes in Kataomi. GPK has to be very careful here, trying to zip away. Oh, but the rebound helps him secure the kill, and now Nisha's in on the Ember. Kataomi going to pay the price here as well as BETBOOM lose too. Boxy with the plays on the Marcy. The Sunday. Or rather a Monday, excuse me. Kataomi TP's in place of the Observer Ward, and well, they're gonna know that he's here. On the Nature's Prophet, pops the Blade Mail, and Insania is dropping very low. Mickey trying to attack from the low ground, and Kataomi is gonna be taken down here, but GPK comes in, finds the Undying. So 1-for-1 trade so far, but with the Ceaseless Dirge and the Undying coming back in, you've got man advantage now on Liquid, and can probably look to try and post some sort of engagement. Nisha drops the Remnant. Chains are there as well from Mickey. GPK, in the meantime, trying to find Insania on the Undying, but Insania is tanky. With the Solar Crest and the wand, he's going to be fine. No one's coming from Liquid to help him, though. He is just slowly being chipped away at. Soul Rip will keep him alive, and Liquid don't really like their odds here. Mickey is sitting kind of low on this Shadow Fiend, and you don't have a Blink Dagger to force anything from Saberlight just yet. Oh, but Miero goes in. That's a two-man skew and choke. The rebound actually saves them from the RP. Oh, you've been completely bamboozled here on BETBOOM, and now Nisha's there for the punish. RP whiffed, BKB used, pierce the veil down. Liquid are gonna get this tier 2 right after they kill off the Shadow Demon. Man, Boxy, so aware of the possibilities on this Marcy. Well, Kataomi gonna bite the dust here. As Boxy even finds a stun onto GPK. GPK has the BKB TP out if need be. Trying to stand his ground against the Ember, but the Ember zips away. Or rather, how they decide to put it to use. Nisha's around. He's actually gonna break the smoke and zip away. Or rather, Remnant away. Again. And Insania has got the Glimmer Cape. There's GPK going in. Forces out the BKB from Nisha. And GPK will be forced to put the BKB himself. Oh my god, the Shadow Fiend! Just completely deleted by the damage coming out from the Muerta here. And well, Boxy, he's gonna jump in. There's the Ravage coming through for the disruption, keeping the Muerta alive for a little while longer. But Nisha comes in and cleans the fight up. It's Boxy and Nisha doing the damage here in this fight as BETBOOM lose 3. But they do find Mickey on the Shadow Fiend. Agnams is done on Saberlight though, and Pure has to be careful. He will be forced to pop the Pierce the Veil here, but Boxy goes in with the Dispose, got the Blink Dagger at the ready, and now with the BKB, Pure's gonna try and turn it around. Saberlight taking a lot of damage here, but the BKB is about to run out from Pure, and they might be able to get him disruption, buying some time. Miero, he needs to RP, but doesn't get it up in time, and well, it's gonna be the death of the Muerta save. In some trouble as well from Nisha, who's just going in and out on the Ember Spirit. GPK forced to pop the BKB, but I don't know if he can do much with it. I hear a Horn Toss, but it's out onto the Tidehunter. Well, they'll commit the RP, they'll find the kill. No Ravage was available, so they get another core here, but now Mickey is free to do whatever he wants. Disruption, buying some time, but Nisha gets the kill with the help of those remnants in the Aghanim Scepter. And now saving some trouble as well. There's the Requiem coming in from Mickey. Keeps GPK off of his tail, and they help him find Shadow Demon as well. Nisha gonna get pulled here by the Electric Vortex, nullified up, has Remnants at the ready, so we'll be able to get out. It's completely fine as Liquid take a very convincing fight. Still gonna take a bit of time. Remnant in from Nisha. They've actually spotted out Kataomi here, and they'll certainly be finding him on the Nation's Prophet. He's got no help whatsoever. Nisha picks up that kill. Gonna make quick work of these treants as well. Chains them up. They're dead. And Liquid got about 3 minutes remaining on the Aegis. Well, Mickey has to be careful not to get on toss. Mickey's gonna look for it, but instant Hex! Oh my god, they were ready for it! Saberlight on the Tidehunter! Makes short work of Miero, and Miero has the buyback, but now Boxy's gone in onto the Shadow Fiend. Onto the Shadow Demon. The Shadow Fiend in the meantime will let go of the Requiem, and they get save as well. BETBOOM, you need to commit buybacks if you want to hold on to the set of racks here. But I think you just might have to give it up. Arcane Rune up for him, along with the Shiva's Guard. Save is going to buy back. Remnant dropped along with the Chains. Boxy's actually going to go in. Ravage a bit off the mark. The BKB was committed in time, and now the damage coming out from this Muerta is absolutely insane. They find the Undying. They get the Tidehunter as well. But no, Pure, he's dropping low the RP. It didn't come through in time. Pure's going to fall. Leisha finds the kill. They're going to try and turn it around on the Ember, but they don't seem to have the lockdown. GPK goes in with the Vortex, but he pays the price for it. Miero with the skewer, trying to find the Ember. He will eventually fall. But Mickey, he still has the Aegis. He's going to try and clean up the fight. Save ends up biting the dust. There's a buyback coming in from the Ember as well as the Marcy. SF not going to be able to survive this. No Satanic for him, and Nisha has to be careful. But no, they're going to jump in. They want to try and find Pure. Pure does not have the BKB, but the Pierce the Veil will come online. No! Oh, the return damage. It actually got him good. Pure's dead for 120 seconds without buyback. GPK's dead. This just might be game. Buyback bracket match, not the lower bracket match. Very interesting. Gonna be a bit rough for Miero because the repel is a very long cooldown, so don't know if the the debuff immunity it gives is going to be enough. In fact, they're going to find the Enchantress. Miero gets the kill. And Mickey has to be careful. He doesn't have Blink because he went Shadow Strike level 1, so he's going to take a bunch of damage here. Meantime, up top, Saberlight gonna be okay. No. Oh, wait a second. They found... Oh, no. Miero actually ends up getting the Queen of Pain as well in the end. Meanwhile, down bottom, seems like it's going okay, but up top they will get Kataomi ultimately on the Naga Siren, so something going the way of Liquid in these lanes here. Saberlight actually going to pull the wave into the small cap, trying to apply some pressure onto Pure. Pure actually stepped too far forward. He might just end up dropping here. The Hex is out from Boxy with the chicken fingers, and it's a double kill for Saberlight. Mid lane. Uh-oh. GPK could also be in some trouble here on the puck, but gets the illusory orb out. It's going to be fine here. A lot of XP going to be going his way. Nisha, though, TP's in with a full bottle in the mid lane and is in perfect shape to contest the power runes. But as I say that up top, Saberlight actually ends up dropping with the rotation in from Save, and Boxy probably going to be next here. That foul play not really going to be saving him, as they find the kill onto the off-lane duo of Liquid. Well, that means the line's going to be fine. Nisha, though, has got the double damage rune, and he's going to turn his attention towards this line. Quick change in Sleight of Fist, and Save should be falling. He actually throws off the Earth Spike. It's a good attempt, but with the Hellbear tanking the tier 2, Nisha going to be able to find the kill regardless. And GPK has to be a bit careful, actually. Hex is in from Boxy. They're going to be able to get the puck as well. Okay. Next few minutes of this game, and there's not a thing that Liquid can do about it. In fact, Pure's gonna come in on the Leshrac. Split Earth's out from him. Miero. Okay, well, there's a Solar Guardian from the Dawnbreaker, but can Mickey survive? Yes, he does. Gets the blink away. Save in the meantime. Jukes out the Starbreaker. And Pure, running low on mana, has to be very careful. Drops the Split Earth again. And, well, slowly but surely, Liquid seem to be winning this fight until GPK comes in with a beautiful Dream Coil out onto 2. Miero's going to survive with the Purification, but can he actually find Mickey? Mickey dropping low. GPK blinks away. Well, actually, it's Mickey who blinks away, and GPK is in so much trouble. They're going to get the kill onto him. Liquid don't concede a single kill. Keep all of their members alive and find 3. And oh. See a Shackle out onto the Lion. Save does have the level 6, but they're going to have to blow him up here if they don't want to get killed by the Finger. However, Kataomi, he's going to drop the Song of the Siren here and just allow the side of BETBOOM to disengage cleanly. Save might be able to run away, but Nisha's coming in on the Ember. Has got the Sleight of Fist and the Chains. And he actually finds Save. Well, now he should certainly know that Save is around on the Lion. Gets the Sleight of Fist off to the Chains and Save should be falling here. Surviving with the Lotus, but not for too long. Ultimately, Nisha costs him 2 remnants, but he gets the kill. And Saberlight gonna try and pressure this mid-tier 1 with the help of Insania and his little creep. They should certainly be able to get this tower, but while this is happening, they lost Mickey down bottom. GPK comes in with the coil, and there's the ensnare out onto Boxy, pulling him back into the waiting arms of BETBOOM. And Boxy is so dead. GPK secures the kill with the Raining Rift and gets out. It's going to be Witchblade. Is it done? Well, no, actually. GPK, understandable. Going to be a bit before he gets it, but Nisha, can he get on top of GPK? GPK has the wand and the ready. Will throw out the Illusory Orb. Raining Rift away. Saves there, though, trying to save him, but Nisha will get the kill with the Flame Guard. Takes him down. BETBOOM can't do much about it. Pure wasn't really around. Nice deny on the Arcane Rune, though, by the Naga. And Pure's actually going in on the Leshrac. There's the Edict along with the Pulse Nova, but Solar Guardian coming through from Saberlight. They're going to turn this around, and Pure, he overestimates his strength by a huge margin and ends up paying the price. Kataomi forced a Song of the Siren here, and is... what? Look at the smoke coming in from Liquid here. They could find Pure. So they know he's there. Boxy seems to have an idea, but Pure is running his way out. He's got a Windlace at the ready. Pure seems to be aware of the possibility. He will try to hide in the trees, but no such luck for him. He will be found. Boxy with the Observer Ward spotted him out, and Nisha collects the kill. He's just farming like a anti-mage of sorts, blinking around with the Maelstrom, although Pure has to be so careful. I think he's just dead. Caught out by the Creed of Pain and the Ember. Bites the dust. Those double blade mails are starting to catch up. See the 3 cores all sitting at similar amounts of net worth. I hear a Solar Guardian. It's up top for the Leshrac. Just got caught out by Boxy on the Shaman. And that's what's gonna happen if you don't make plays. Pure. Just... And Liquid. Oh, mid lane. Ember has to be careful. There's the Hex and the damage coming out from BETBOOM. They will finally answer back, and that might have been the opening they were looking for. Rosh could potentially be on the menu here. You've got Omni Knight, you've got Puck. Well, also doubles up as a farming item, but it's just so weird watching this Puck go like blink Witchblade Octarine. But well, they're gonna find Insania down bottom. Insania doing his best to buy as much time as he can, but ends up biting the dust here against Pure. And BETBOOM not really finding anyone in particular here. Nisha, his smoke's gonna break. He has to be careful here. Save could go in with the disable, and well, there's the Earth Spike coming in along with the Finger of Death. The Solar Guardian's quick in response. No Saberlight will come in as he takes down the Lion, but they have lost the Ember. Good Sonic Wave out by Mickey, but it's only gonna get the Aegis on the Leshrac. Round number 1 is done. Time for round 2. And Pure, he's got BKB for round number 2. Gonna have to work through with the physical damage if you want to take him down, but there's the Guardian Angel keeping him alive. GPK has to be careful though, as Mickey pops the BKB, turns his attention towards the rest of the BETBOOM members who will TP out. Boxy, oh, he finds Miero. That is a huge find coming in from him. They will have the kill as Nisha, though, has to be careful, farming under a dire Observer Ward. Save's gonna go in with the Hex, and Pure's gonna come through, but again, the Solar Guardian is there from Saberlight. They should be able to find Save off of the back of this. Save, though, surviving somehow with the Gale Gun, and they've got Nisha. Ember's dead for 50 seconds, does have the buyback, but I don't think he wants to commit it here. As BETBOOM with the hit and run tactics, but Boxy, he's keen to punish. He'll find himself the Naga Siren, and they will take down Kataomi in response at the very least. Save has to be careful. Trying to hide behind the trees. Blink Dagger coming up soon here. Did go for the 10% damage reduction on the Pulse Nova. Boxy is going to spot out the Leshrac, but Save is quick with the Hex and the Finger, and they're going to get the quick kill onto the Shaman. No Solar Guardian this time around. It was on cooldown for Saberlight, so... Smokes out from Liquid. And GPK is showing in the mid lane. Mickey quick to jump in with the shot, but the follow-up is not coming in from Boxy. Not just yet. His blink was still on cooldown. Nisha gonna look to jump in though. Oh no, but he's walked into a Leshrac, but the Solar Guardian gonna keep him alive, allows him to get the BKB off. His Pure will get the repel. There's the Song of the Side from Kataomi trying to reset the fight. Nisha with the BKB, moving left, moving right, will survive. But BETBOOM, they're about to get slaughtered here as the Guardian Angel is out from Miero. Pure trying to run away as the BKB at the ready now. Will try and turn it around, but does he actually have the damage? Oh, Miero comes in with the Purification. Pure surviving for a little while longer, but Mickey blinks in on the Queen of Pain. Will get the kill onto the Leshrac. Liquid, they've lost 2, but they're still standing their ground and fighting while GPK tries to run away from Nisha, but Nisha gets the Shades off onto the Puck. The Puck is fucking dead as Miero. Oh, wait, no, GPK! What? He survives! He was able to blink away on the Puck! And it's actually Ember who pays the price. Miero went in on the Omni Knight. And BETBOOM, they need to try and take down this banner here. Mickey is going to work on the range racks. We'll find it. GPK activates the anti-damage rune, and they're going to try and make a play for the Queen of Pain, try and take out her first life, but they succeed in doing so. The Solar Guardian, not enough to keep her alive. He's going to come back for round 2. Song of the Siren is out. In the meantime, Coil was dropped, but they only found Boxy off the back of it. Off of the back of that, though. There's still a BKB at the ready from Mickey. Chain stuns are coming out, but there's the Guardian Angel committed as well, but late. And Pure, they gotta go in with the Hex. Solar Guardian's gonna come through, but there's the repel from Miero. Keeping Pure alive for now, but Mickey jumps in with the Sonic Wave. They're gonna try and take down Save. Save throws out the finger before he falls, but it's not enough. BKB TP out, attempted from the Leshrac. He will be fine. Song of the Siren in the meantime to secure the retreat of the rest of the members, but Miero will be forced to BKB himself and TP out. He will succeed. Kataomi's going to get out of there as well. They only lose save off the back of that, but they had to commit so many BKBs. No BKB on Leshrac, no BKB on the Omni. Wants to be able to try and pressure this tier 3 here in the mid lane. GPK is going to go in though, but there's the Hex coming out from Boxy. They've got out the puck. There's the repel, thankfully, along with the BKB. GPK going to be able to walk away from this one. The damage not there, but that Dream Coil, that actually caught out so many heroes. Split Earth, well, was cast earlier, so didn't have it for the follow-up on the Dream Coil, but now the Leshrac being turned around upon with the Solar Guardian and the Sonic Wave coming in. Pure's dead. 80 seconds, no buyback, and the Rax is already down. Liquid, they just might have done it here. Good Earth Spike coming in from the Lion as they will find Mickey, but Save will lose his life for it in turn. As the buyback's out from the Lion, and Liquid are going to choose to disengage here. GPK wants to try and chase, moves forward with the Waning Rift, blinks away, blinks backwards, and they should be able to find the Shaman, but no, the Shaman actually able to blink away. The Hex is out onto the line again, but he will be falling the second time around. The Guardian Angels are from Miero. The extended team fight working out in BETBOOM's favor as they've taken out 2 now. And the coil, it comes back up again for GPK. There's been 2 coils in the span of this fight as Liquid have lost 4. BETBOOM. Roche is dropping incredibly low. And Liquid, well, Mickey, he's actually going to go in, but the Aegis is picked up by Pure. Mickey in so much trouble, he did not pop the BKB, he's dead! Mickey has the buyback, and Katami's got the rest, the 2 supports, with the help of the Song of the Siren. Buyback's out from Mickey, though, and Sablelight's going to come in. They're going to try and take this fight anyway, but the Guardian Angel going to keep Miro alive for the time being. Pure, hit by that as well, has the Bloodstone, slowly healing himself back up, but Kataomi, being belted by the Enchantress, will finally fall, but Shaman loses his life. And man, look at the damage coming out from Pure as Mickey now jumps into the backline with the help of the BKB, finds himself a triple kill. And Pure is in so much trouble without the BKB, gonna be hexed up. Does he have the buyback? He does not. He's gonna find the Leshrac. As Insania is actually the one who gets the credit for that kill. But Liquid, they just might have done it here, folks. No buyback for Leshrac for another 80 seconds from BETBOOM. GPK constantly dropping the illusory orbs, keeping the side of Liquid at bay. Drops the Dream Coil actually out onto 2. Gonna be broken and Save finds the kill with the help of the finger. 7 stacks on him for it as Shaman jumps back in. Boxy in some trouble. Doesn't have buyback and he's gonna get taken down by GPK. That's 2 dead on the side of Liquid. And Liquid need to run Nisha. Gonna try and BKB TP out and he will succeed. Save. Try to go for more, but Mickey able to blink away, finds the haste rune as well, is going to be fine. Them. And Liquid, they've got a smoke available and they're going to instantly pop it and try and fight here. BETBOOM have to be very careful about this. Pure, he does have buyback at the ready, but Nisha, he's going to go in. There's the BKB TP out coming in from Pure, but the Solar Guardian's there. Forces Pure to actually cancel out his TP as Kataomi comes in with the Song of the Siren. Save is waiting in the backlines for the counter initiation. They drop the Sonic Wave. Kataomi is going to be falling here on the Naga Sign. Down for 100. No buyback as Mickey jumps in. Sonic Wave completely off the mark though. And Mickey is dropping low. The Dream Coils upon him with the BKB. They will find the Queen of Pain. Down for 120 seconds without buyback. They will lose Saberlight. They lose Nisha as well. Pure. The damage output coming from this Leshrac is just a bit too much to handle as Insania pops the Hurricane Bite, but it's all in vain. He will bite the dust as well as Liquid. I think they might have just signed their death warrant here with that previous move. As all BETBOOM have to do is march down the mid lane. Aghanim Scepter. He decided that he didn't want to be the carry, instead wanted to just have a lot more damage going in and out of these fights, and it's worked out for them. The Dream Coil out once again onto 2, but there's the buybacks coming in from Liquid. They're going to try and punish GPK, but the repel was there. Foxy in some trouble, and they are going to certainly lose their Shadow Shaman here as Saberlight falls. Nisha is going to be able to make it back to its safety, but Liquid have lost 2, and well, again, or rather just 1. The dieback onto Saberlight. Shadow Shaman actually somehow survived all of that. But this should be in jeopardy as the tier 4s are exposed. No protection anymore. It's going to have to be the heroes who go in. Pure jumps in looking for the Shaman, and the Shaman's dead. No foul play the second time around. Save! He's actually found Nisha as well on the Ember. They will take him down. 120 seconds, and that should be game. Insania going to try and stand his ground. Mickey going to be back up in 10 seconds, but the throne is certainly dead. And Liquid tap out. We're going to a game number 3. With some very nice change of pace here. Last picking the Ursa for Rhinan starts making the game very oppressive for the enemy team. So, up top, Kataomi dropping very low. And Saberlight and Boxy get first blood up top. Pure gonna try and find the Lotus. Will succeed. Good to himself on the Tusk. And Nisha has to be careful. There's a TP coming in from Kataomi. And Nisha is in so much trouble here on the Monkey King. Blocked by the Sprout. GPK with the curveball. Actually goes for the Water Rune. And Kataomi gets the kill. And GPK is gonna be quite pleased with that. Kataomi, he might have died twice. But with that rotation makes up for it. He decides to ignore it entirely. While this is happening, in the mid lane, Power Rune's about to spawn. Save is here though on the Lion. Boundless strikes out from Nisha, and they should be able to get this Lion eventually. Foxy's gonna come in on the Tusk as well. GPK can be forced to back off. Foxy did find the Haste Rune, so at the very least GPK done with the help of the Dominator here. 8.5 minutes in. Very good timing coming out from him despite being in a bad matchup. He's gonna use that to farm up the strong camp and get back up to speed. Boxy drops a snowball, and there's the fatal bots coming in from Insania as well. Kataomi has to be careful. The Boundless Strike's there, along with the Wukong's command, and excuse me, not the Boundless Strike, it will be dropped now. It's just the Wukong's command out. Miero will be forced to drop the Roar, and he's in such an awkward position. Pure is going to come in though on that Lifestealer, drops the Infest, and man, Nisha, it's just going to fall to the damage. Liquid lose 4. And nobody from the side of BETBOOM dies. It's gonna get turned around on, and the only survivor will be Mickey, and he's like, alright, I guess I'll just put on my hard carry hat and try and carry us in this game. Pure, no stick available for him. He has to be very careful here. Nisha is chasing, but there's the Earth Spike coming in from Save. And Nisha has to be so careful here. He's not attacking. He has lifesteal, but he chooses not to hit with it. And Pure will find the return kill with the help coming in from GPK. He's got another illusory orb to throw out here. It's Pure gonna be taking some damage, but will not fall. Save's gonna get that second kill as well. He just stops attacking entirely when he's broken. Doesn't have the Fury Swipes, but mid lane, Dream Call gonna be forced out from GPK as he's able to get the Chaunt away. We're gonna be happy about that. Power Rune gonna spawn though, and Liquid wanna try and fight this here. It's gonna spawn down bottom. GPK. Well, oh my god, it's actually Boxy who ends up dropping there on the Tusk. The Finger of Death comes in from Save. I think maybe only Saberlight survives, but I think if Pure comes in, even his survivability is going to be called into question here. Well, there's Kataomi, goes in with the Sprout, has the Spirit Vessel as well. Snowball coming out from the Tusk, buying some time. Mickey's going to come in though on the other side. He's going to try and turn this around, but the instant Hex is there. Enraged pop by Mickey, and there's the Warlock drop coming in as Miero will get the kill onto Saberlight. But while this is happening, Nisha has been coiled up on the Monkey King. Can't really get a lot of movement out in Boxy. Well, he's got another snowball at the ready. The Wukong's command is going to be out from Nisha, and Miero is going to be falling here on the Beastmaster. Liquid with the perfect response. Boxy on the money on Tusk. GPK wants to try and salvage this operation, but rather difficult to do so when you're just a buck. And look at that, Boxy actually forces out a move from GPK. He forces him to jaunt to the other side, so Saberlight can now come in with the Solar Guardian, and they get a kill, get brained on. Liquid putting their heads together, thinking like one hive mind, and they find GPK. Pure. Oh, never mind. They actually found Save instead on the Lion. And Save gonna be dropping here. Not a chance he's gonna live. And Pure still hasn't bought out the Magic Wand. If he gets caught out in the Wukong's command, he's gonna be in huge trouble. And well, there's the Wukong's command coming through. The mana going down, the damage is there from the Monkey King, and they get the kill. The Radiance was finished, but unfortunately not flown out on the Courier. GPK finds the Warlock in the mid lane, but it's a post 5 for a post 1. Yora's right, but I guess now you can do so. Nisha, he's going to spot out Miero there on the Beastmaster, and there's the Solar Guardian coming in from Saberlight. They're going to make quick work of the Beastmaster as GPK comes in with the coil, but it's inside the Wukong's command, and I doubt anyone is going to be able to follow up on that coil as a result. So, Liquid getting away with murder as BETBOOM commit 2 big ultimates, the Wrath of Nature and the coil, but get nada. You did have to commit the Golem though from Insania, so Kataomi thinking about TPing down bottom. But Liquid, they can actually just go for Roshan here. And well, Kataomi is going to scout it out instantly with the help of what's that called? The curse of the old world. But my god, what a beautiful Earth Spike coming in. But the Solar Guardians even better, as they're going to turn it around and find Save. Save had such a good initiation, but man, Saberlight, that Aghanim Scepter does so much work there. Completely turns that engagement on its head, and Rosh is up for the taking here, as Liquid going to step into the pit and lay claim to that Aegis. GPK, he's gonna get found. Boxy was waiting on the high ground on the Tusk. Gets the opportunity, and Mickey picks up the kill. Up Riverside, I doubt they're gonna see anyone here. It's no Tormentor for the taking either, but Miero is gonna be spotted, and well, there's the Walrus Punch coming in with the Snowball. Solar Guardian for good measure as well. Mickey will get the kill onto Miero. As BETBOOM looking to join his team. As BETBOOM need to be backing away now. Nisha's gonna jump in here on the Monkey King, but then the Orchid coming in. Nisha, you might have jumped a bit too far forward, but the Snowball save is there. Oh my, could you ask for a better teammate? Well, I don't think you could. Even though Nisha dies, they're gonna find some revenge here. Mickey finds that kill. As Boxy could squeeze water from a stone, but he's not Jesus Christ, he is just a man. As Pure, well, he'll get a kill with the Aghanim Scepter. And hold on a second, Miero's gonna drop the Roar. They might actually be able to get Mickey here on the Ursa. They'll take him down the once. Saberlight's trying to man up on the Dawnbreaker, but it doesn't seem like he's gonna be able to, well, okay, he actually secures the Ursa's retreat, so he's... Well, okay, I guess he left the Ancient Black Dragon alone, so no need for him to dominate another. Here's Solar Guardian, and it's down bottom. What? Oh, they just found Pure again! Boxy on the toss, just making things happen left, right, and center. As BETBOOM, you snooze, you lose. And that's exactly what's going on here. Again, BETBOOM just so careful. Now they play this one. GPK again going straight for the Octarine Core on the puck, and Kataomi gets found. Oh, GPK try to be sneaky there. Save's gonna have the Earth Spike, but GPK should most certainly fall. And man, Tusk in the meantime jumps the backline. They found Save. Kataomi DP's in, but he might as well have TP'd into the fountain of the Radiant base, because they're gonna make quick work of the Nature's Prophet. It's a double kill for Mickey. And try to scout things out on the Lifestealer. And oh, Nisha, he's gonna jump straight in the middle of all of these heroes, get quickly boned up with the Finger of Death. And BETBOOM, hit and run tactics coming in from them, but they might end up giving away Pure's life. Pure understands that he's not long for this world. No infest for him for another couple of seconds. And he's just trying to run back towards the Ancients, where he can maybe get into a creep. And well, there's the cast range, and while he does eventually get inside, Mickey is here on the Ursa, and he's gonna make quick work of the Lifestealer. Pure, no way, he walks away, right? Yeah, they drop the golem, they get the kill. Insania's like, still has the Aegis for the time being. As Boxy, he's found Kataomi once again on the Nature's Prophet. The feeding frenzy continues, 1 and 10. And Liquid to get shit done. Kataomi finds the Aghanim Scepter. Pure's inside a big black dragon. He's got the Skull Basher at the ready. It's time to take a fight, but Mickey is going to disrupt those plans, jumps in on the Ursa, spots out Miero on the Beastmaster. Miero drops the Roar, but the Enrage is quick, the Dispel's there, and BETBOOM are just going to take a complete U-turn and go back to their base, but Kataomi going to get found in the meantime. Nisha gets the kill, as BETBOOM, a bit of a snooze fest coming in from them. As Saberlight, well, they found Kataomi once again on the Nature's Prophet. At this point, he is just roughage. Liquid, eat him. He got a glimpse of that creep. Smokes out from BETBOOM. They're going to try and connect with this. Mickey, he might just get caught out over here. He's going to run into so many heroes. He's got the Enrage at the ready, but the silence was there. Along with the Hex, they blow up the Ursa. He's dead. 96 seconds. And all it took was Mickey running around like a lunatic for BETBOOM to... Pure, what has he done with? He's actually bought out the Octarine Core on the Lifestealer, which is very interesting. Nisha, in the meantime, finds Kataomi once again. Nature's Prophet, as we like to call him, roughage, but the Tusk might lose his life for this one. Boxy is going to get found. No chance for him to get up the snowball. He's dead. 1 for 1. I'll try and take a fight here with the refresher shot available from Miero. Double roars in the fight. And well, the puck is going to jump in. They're going to go straight in towards Insania, but there's the death calling coming through from him. And GPK, he's just going to bite the dust. The Wukong's command is there. They found Pure as well, and in the meantime, they also clean up safe Pure. How on earth is he going to survive this? There's a Hex available. Not too sure who that was. But they find him, and they get the kill. That was actually Insania with the Hex. That is, what can he even do? He is just a lion, and if he shows himself, he'll be in some trouble. But a nice Yule Scepter, keeping him alive for the time being. Blink at the ready as well. Aghanim Scepter. Buying them some time. Miero's gonna go in though with the BKB, but there's a snowball save coming through. And the Solar Guardians quick on the return. They're gonna get Miero. Nisha looking for more. But the rest of Liquid just focusing the throne for the time being as finally Mickey jumps in, wants to try and find Kataomi, but Kataomi does have buyback. He's gonna be taken down the once. But Liquid cleaning up the throne in the meantime, and it's GG as Liquid will take game number 3 and move on to the